Before you spend another dollar on matcha, you need to see this. Right now, the global matcha shortage is flooding the market with dangerous knockoffs that could actually harm your health. But I'm going to show you exactly how to spot authentic Japanese matcha, where to get it before it's gone, and why this ancient longevity secret is more powerful than ever if you know what to look for. Welcome back to Shizen Style. I'm Josh, and I definitely have my matcha today. Today we're diving deep into something that goes far beyond social media trends. The global matcha shortage isn't just affecting your local coffee shop. It's revealing a profound crisis in Japanese agriculture and threatening access to one of nature's most powerful superfoods. If you're passionate about Japanese culture, natural health, or longevity, which I know you are because you're a part of our Shizen community, this will change how you see that green powder forever. Let me paint you a picture of what's happening right now in Japan. In October 2024, Marukyu Koyamaen, one of Japan's most prestigious tea producers with over 300 years of history, did something they'd never done before. They announced they were limiting matcha sales due to unexpected high volume of orders. Soon after, Ippodo followed suit. These aren't small companies. These are the guardians of Japan's tea ceremony tradition. Imagine if the Vatican ran out of wine, or if Switzerland ran out of chocolate. That's the magnitude we're talking about here. Here's what the numbers tell us. Japan's matcha production nearly tripled from 1,471 tons in 2010 to 4,176 tons in 2023. But here's the catch. Over half of that production is now being exported internationally. Meanwhile, global demand is exploding at a rate Japanese farmers simply can't match. And yes, social media unfortunately played a huge role in that. What started as an ancient ceremonial practice became Instagram gold. Matcha lattes, matcha desserts, matcha everything. And unfortunately, we've seen some influencers hoarding things that they buy on like Japan's shopping sprees and filling suitcases full of everything matcha. It's just overboard. One tea shop in Sydney reported a 250% increase in matcha sales in just 6 months. The deeper problem, aging Japan. But this shortage reveals something much deeper about Japan. Something that should concern anyone interested in preserving traditional wisdom and natural health practices. Japan is aging faster than any country in history. The average age of Japanese farmers is now 69 years old. In tea farming specifically, over 60% of the farmers are over 65. These are the masters of a craft that takes decades to perfect, and they're retiring faster than young people are stepping in. To be honest, some people have also said there's just too many people on this earth anyways, so is it really a problem? Well, when you're talking about passing on traditions, it becomes a problem. Making real matcha isn't like growing regular crops. The tea plants must be carefully shaded for weeks before harvest, picked by hand at the perfect moment, then stone ground in a process that takes an hour to produce only 30 grams of powder. It's an art form that's been perfected over a millennium. But young Japanese people are choosing different paths. Farming isn't seen as trendy. They're moving to cities, working in tech, living different lives. And honestly, can you blame them? It's backbreaking work with uncertain returns. So we're facing a perfect storm, exploding global demand meeting declining production capacity, all while the masters of this ancient craft are literally aging out of existence. Now you might be thinking, okay, it's just tea, right? But here's why this matters for anyone interested in natural health and longevity. Real ceremonial grade matcha contains 137 times more antioxidants than regular green tea. It's packed with EGCG, one of nature's most powerful compounds for fighting inflammation and cellular damage. We're talking about a superfood that Japanese centenarians have been consuming for centuries. Studies show matcha can support heart health, boost cognitive function, aid in weight management, and even help regulate blood sugar. The L-theanine creates that calm, focused energy without the coffee crash. This isn't just a drink, it's like a liquid meditation. But here's what's scary about the shortage. It's creating a market for fake matcha. And I'm not just talking about low quality. I'm talking about potentially dangerous products flooding the market. As someone interested in health and longevity, this is the exact opposite of what matcha should be bringing to you. The biggest concern? Chinese matcha knockoffs. Now, I'm not saying all Chinese tea is bad, but here's the reality. A 2013 Greenpeace study found toxic pesticides in 12 of 18 Chinese tea samples. Pesticides that are actually banned for use on tea leaves due to their high toxicity. Some of these chemicals are banned globally because they accumulate over time in your body. Chinese matcha often has a dull, yellowish brown color instead of that vibrant jade green. Why? Because it's not properly shade grown. And it often includes stems, branches, and veins ground up with the leaves, so you don't even know it's in there. Real Japanese matcha removes all of that to give you pure, concentrated nutrition. And here's something that shocked me. Some Chinese samples have been found to exceed acceptable radiation levels. Meanwhile, Japan has some of the strictest radiation testing in the world. 100 becquerels per kilo compared to the US limit of 1,200. So how do you spot authentic Japanese matcha? Look for that vibrant emerald green color, silky smooth texture, and sweet umami flavor with minimal bitterness. If it's dull, gritty, or harshly bitter, you're not getting the health benefits. You might actually be harming yourself. But beyond health, we're losing something irreplaceable, the cultural wisdom of wabi-sabi and mono no aware embedded in tea ceremony. The idea that imperfection is beautiful, that mindfulness can be cultivated through simple daily rituals. In our Instagram fast world, we've turned a sacred practice into a quick caffeine fix. The tea ceremony teaches us to slow down, to appreciate the moment, to find peace and simplicity. These are lessons our modern world desperately needs. When we lose access to authentic matcha, we're not just losing a beverage, we're losing a direct connection to centuries of Japanese wisdom about living well, aging gracefully, and finding balance in a chaotic world. But there is hope. The Japanese government is offering new subsidies to encourage tea farmers to focus on matcha production. Some farms are embracing technology, using AI to monitor growing conditions and automated systems to reduce labor demands. More importantly, there are still small, family-owned farms producing incredible matcha but struggling to reach global markets. Supporting these producers isn't just about getting better matcha, it's about preserving a living tradition. In 2025, we've just finished up the spring harvest, and it should provide some temporary relief. But the long-term solution requires us to value quality over quantity, tradition over trends. Here's what you can do. Look for USDA organic certification. Buy from producers listed by the Japan Tea Export Council, and seek out matcha from Uji or Shizuoka regions. Some brands I trust and personally use include Naoki Matcha from Uji. Their ceremonial grade has that perfect balance of authenticity and accessibility. For everyday use, Jade Leaf offers quality Japanese matcha at a reasonable price. And if you want the absolute best, Encha and Ippodo have been producing exceptional matcha for generations. But here's something important about grades. Don't assume culinary grade is unhealthy. Actually, culinary grade matcha from later harvests has slightly higher antioxidant levels, while ceremonial grade has more caffeine and L-theanine. They're both healthy, just designed for different uses. The key is making sure it's authentic Japanese matcha, not a Chinese knockoff. Yes, authentic Japanese matcha costs more, but you're investing in authenticity, quality, and the preservation of ancient wisdom. The matcha shortage is ultimately a reminder that the best things in life, health, wisdom, authentic experiences, can't be mass-produced or rushed. They require patience, respect, and investment in quality over convenience. So the next time you whisk matcha into hot water, remember, you're not just making a drink. You're participating in a ritual that connects you to centuries of Japanese wisdom about living well. Honor that tradition. What's your relationship with matcha? Are you willing to invest in quality to preserve this ancient practice? Let me know in the comments below. If this opened your eyes to the deeper story behind our modern wellness trends, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon. We're building a community that values authentic wellness over quick fixes and traditional wisdom over fleeting trends. Soon we'll be exploring the secret morning rituals of Japanese centenarians, practices you can start tomorrow that have nothing to do with expensive supplements. Until then, stay mindful, stay natural, and keep your Shizen style.